Say hi, dancer. Dancer says hi. In case you're wondering why I'm so childlike, to the extent that it probably seems like I'm rather immature. Well, it's because I can't grow up. I don't know how. It's probably why I'm obsessed with music. Why I turn everything into a joke. Why I'm either laughing hysterically or crying hysterically. You know we're gonna have to listen to this song again. Yeah, that song is amazing. Best song in the whole album. Okay, let's do it again. It is endless if you keep repeating the song. I wonder if they wrote a song with that title hoping that people would have that sentiment towards it. No, but if I could like envision what heaven would be like, it would be this Kraftwerk song. Let's do that again. We really like electronic music when it's pretty. We don't like electronic music when it's not pretty. I think, no, hold on. Sorry, we're figuring it out, okay? Oh, what's on my hat? I want an actual synthesizer. Because I have a keyboard that is a makeshift synthesizer. But I know that if I were to use it on stage, I'd have to get an amp and power cords and all that shit. You have an amp. Don't you have 2 amps? You just need a cord. Which you probably already have as well. You just have to find it. Yeah, but I am a lot like a child though. I know that. I meow at everybody. Hello. But I think the reason why I do that is because, like, you know, I'm wise beyond my years. There's just so many things that are, like, really obvious to me that are not obvious to everybody else in the world. And I feel like if I didn't have this, like, little place where I can keep to myself, and it's like I can carve out, you know, this little cubby hole for myself so that I don't commit suicide. And you know, of all the drugs they told me to do, I did the ones that I wanted to do. I did the drugs that made sense to me. And people can disagree with that all they want, but they don't have to be me. So they can kiss my ass. But anyway, I think that people are jealous of that sort of childlike innocence, though. They're jealous of it because they've voluntarily grown up. They voluntarily subjected themselves to all these things about, you know, modern society that we don't, because we're just primitive and we don't want shit to do with it. And we don't think that we need all this stuff that other people think they need. And not just the smartphones and, you know, all the technology that people use every day, but it's just like all this stuff that people think makes them relevant. You know, we know that that's all futile. You see? My friend Marisa asked me to marry her. She proposed to me with this ring that she got off of a cupcake. Alright? It says happy birthday. But of course I said yes, even though it goes against my religious views. Okay? Of course I said yes. You see, that's an example right there. You know, most like grown-ass adults don't wear a little plastic ring that they got off of a cupcake. I didn't even eat the cupcake. Fuck cupcakes. They're so overrated. I just feel sorry for people that think that I'm such a weirdo. I mean, it's not like I'm denying that I'm a weirdo, but it's just like the kind of people that are freaked out by me are boring people. And I guarantee you the most interesting people you'll ever meet are, you know, freaks. And I don't mean trans people. I mean, technically I'm, like, whatever. I don't identify any particular way, but have a man in my head, let's just say that, okay? Courtesy of the schizophrenia. One stigmatized, one isn't, though. Which one is it? Which one is it? I'll give you a wild guess, okay? Anyway, I was thinking about something in relation to the sheep. Because I went to the grocery store. My friend, little Tyler, the one that's in a few of my videos, the kid with really bad teeth, that's like fucking nuts and always acts crazy in my videos. Yeah. He works at Sprouts now, the grocery store where I go often. It's like a little health food store up the street from Steak and Shake. We'll just see how long he lasts over there. But yeah, I ran into him, and when I was talking to him, I couldn't help but notice this older lady that was wearing a mask, and she was getting, I don't know what it was, flax milk or whatever, and she had, like, a napkin that she used to, like, pick up all of these containers. And I just felt so bad for her. And I was just thinking about... Sorry, I just... just randomly happens. I just feel sorry for people like that. I feel sorry for the sheep. I feel sorry for the fact that they're so glued to the TV. I mean, I didn't want to, like, confront her and ask her, like, do you watch CNN? Are you a fan of MSNBC? You know? Because I feel like I already know the answer to that question. But it just makes me so sad that people are, like, that paranoid. And that's how it was in the beginning. You know how they were telling us to, like, sanitize our groceries and all that shit? You remember that? And then they're like, oh shit, Lysol's really bad for you. I mean, fucking duh. All those chemicals, of course they're bad for you. But how many people do things with the best of intentions in hopes to prevent themselves from getting ill, and they end up killing themselves? Okay? The most obvious one, okay? That's the most evident. But it's like so many things we do. Like, what if everything they tell us is like the complete opposite? I've always thought this, like, ever since I was a child. And I guess maybe that's why I'm, like, so in tune with that. Because if the world's gonna be this stupid, I'm gonna protest by meowing. I'm gonna protest by putting stickers on my face. I'm gonna protest by wearing little cupcake rings. I'm gonna protest by not identifying as a trans person. Okay? Like, it's just ridiculous. But what made me sad about this woman was, like, I was just thinking about my parents. And I was thinking about how my parents, like, their entire generation was totally duped to believe every single thing that they see on TV. And I think it was, like, really set in stone with the JFK assassination. So JFK, the moon landing, or whatever the fuck. It's just these, like, really, like, pivotal moments in our history. The civil rights movement. You know, it's like, it's totally shaped how we view reality, you know? And the things that we think are important now are somewhat based in what we found important before. And so it's like people like my parents and people like this woman that I saw at the grocery store. It's like they really believe that if they wear a mask and they get a jab, they're protected. While they carry around a smartphone, while they consume all these products that are really bad for them. They breathe in air that's killing them. They watch TV that's lying to them. They vote for people that rape children. I feel like Donald Trump was the only one that didn't do that. And I'm not like hardcore Trump or anything, but I feel like that's the real reason why they hated him so much, was he wasn't a child rapist, you know? So they hate it when you're not a child rapist. But they want somebody to just kind of go along. And unfortunately, you got too many people that are corrupt. Like, there's no, like, amount of good people that's going to, like, weed out all the baddies, you know? Like, Rand Paul could multiply himself, and it still wouldn't be enough, you know? Like, what if we had, like, you know, 50 Rand Pauls? That would be awesome. But it still wouldn't work. I mean, if Donald Trump can't weed him out, nobody can. You know? But anyway. There are a lot of people out there, like the Andrew Tate kind of people, the, you know, obvious plants, the obvious, you know, controlled opposition, but we're going to pretend like, oh, he's an inspiration. People that like pieces of shit like him, I'm not even going to say what should happen to you, okay? But you're a bad person. Anyway, it's like the types of people that like him typically like Joe Rogan, okay? Like, back to Joe Rogan, right? Just typical people that get inspired by pieces of crap, alright? But, you know, it's like, that sort of mindset, though, that he's, like, pushing of, like, oh, let's just hate people. Like, I don't talk to these people. I don't associate with these people because, they make bad decisions. I don't agree with bad decisions, you know? Like, you guys hear about this pure blood thing? It's so ridiculous, you guys. It's so ridiculous. All these people just want to pretend that they're so interesting. You're not a pure blood until you get rid of your smartphone, sweetheart. I'm pretty sure that my eggs are gonna last till I'm like 75, all because I don't have a smartphone. I'm gonna keep telling myself that anyway. But people really need to like think about that more, because a lot of them want to keep like unironically quoting Daddy Ted, okay? And you know, we all love him. We all love Ted. I don't want to say his last name because I already know that I look suspicious. But let's just say he is a major inspiration. Not gonna do anything crazy, but you know, I know that he would be proud of us and only us.